Welcome back to part 2, test 3-2. On the back, Kaylani earned $35 for raking 5 bags of leaves. At the same rate, how much money will he earn for raking 8 bags of leaves? So we are comparing two things, so I want you thinking about a ratio. Since there are two comparisons going on, we're going to take it even a step further and write a proportion. So remember, that's just a comparison of two ratios, so we're going to have them on two opposite sides of an equal sign in between. Kaylani earned $35 for raking 5 bags. What are the two things that are being compared here? We're comparing money to the number of bags. So that's going to be my plan. Remember, we always want to plan in words. Plan. So we've got 35 over 5 bags equals, we've got a blank over here. This has 8 bags. Bags is going to go on the bottom according to my plan. So I'm going to make sure that I put it on the bottom, 8. And then the top of this, well, how much will he earn? We don't know. That's going to be our x. Now you have a proportion to solve. Cross multiply, 5 times x, 5x, equal sign, 35 times 8. And 5x equals 280. We're going to divide that by 5. And we get x equals 56. Now we go back to the original problem and say, what was the question actually asking? Okay, at the same rate, how much money will he earn? We're talking about money. So you have to make this look like money. It's $56. And or you could look back here. If you look at where you placed it in your plan, you had x on top. That was talking about money. We know we need to give it a money symbol at the end. Right. There are 14 chickens and 22 goats on the farm. What is the ratio of, that's my key phrase, of goats to chickens? There's my plan. We want goats on the top over chickens. In simplest form. So we're going to use a fraction because it's the easiest to simplify in our calculators. The number of goats, we're going to go back and get that first. The number of goats is 22. That goes on top because we said so, and that's what the plan asked us for. And then we put the number of chickens on the bottom, 14 chickens. Put this in your calculator with the ABC button, and your calculator will give you 11 over 7. Which means there are 11 goats for every 7 chickens. You could have also wrote it, remember, like this or like this. So if your answer choice isn't there and it's written in one of these ways, tomorrow you need to know that those mean the same thing too. Okay. Zoe is ordering Longwood t-shirts for the junior high school. Each t-shirt is $8 and the shipping fee is $15. If her budget is $950, at most, how many t-shirts T can she order? So they gave us a variable to use, how many t-shirts T. So you know the t-shirts are going to be represented by the letter T. I don't need a let statement, and I don't need to pick a letter. I'm looking for my inequality symbol, the word that's going to give me my inequality symbol. If I look here, I see at most. That is a keyword that we know, and that will be less than or equal to, because this is a budget question. At most she can spend, $950 is my total. I'm going to put that over here by itself, get that out of the way. And then I have two more numbers. $8 we said was each shirt, and $15 was the shipping fee. So each shirt being $8 means that 8 and T are going together, and you get charged $15 additional, so we add that in. Now we have to solve this inequality. 8T plus 15 less than or equal to $950. We will line through the inequality symbol, minus 15. 8T is less than or equal to $935. Then we need to divide by 8 to get rid of the 8. Getting us left with T is less than or equal to, and we get 116.875. And now we need to answer the question, because you can't order 0.875 of a t-shirt. What are we going to do? Leave off the sleeves? We need to figure out what this means in words. T is less than or equal to. So the way that this symbol reads is what decides So we can get less than 116 point this stuff, so we can only get 116 t-shirts. If the symbol was backwards, we were to go up, we would say 117, but because it is less than or equal to, we're picking 116. All right, solve for x. Negative 5x plus 4 is greater than, negative 1. Line through the inequality symbol, we're going to minus 4 first. 5x shimmy on down, negative 5x, bring our symbol, and negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. Now we need to get rid of this negative 5, so in order to get rid of that, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. And remember, this is a freak time where when we divide by negatives, we need to flip our symbol, so don't forget to flip your symbol here. Sorry, I wrote that a little higher than I'd like it to be. I want it to be down here. And on the left-hand side, the negative 5 and the negative 5 will cancel out, leaving us with just x. Now we flipped our symbol, and negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1. X is less than 1. Fill in the chart below with the inequality symbol being described. Is no less than means that it would be greater than or equal to. Is at least, you must get at least a 65 on a test. You can get more than that or exactly a 65 to pass. Is at most, we use the reference, you can get at most 100. You can get less than or equal to 100. Is greater than is pretty straightforward. That is the greater than symbol. The maximum is like a budget. You cannot spend more, so you could spend less than or equal to, or maximum speed limit. And then the minimum is greater than or equal to. We want to have at least that amount, essentially, for minimum. The minimum height requirement, you can be taller or exactly. Translate. 4 decreased by 3 times a number p is no less than 35. So we're bringing up the number 4. Decreased by means subtraction. It's not a switch word. 3 times means exactly that, 3 and multiplication. A number p, they gave me the letter, is no less than. This is one of those keywords from that chart. So is no less than means that it's greater than or equal to. And 25, bring it up and translate it straightforward. 4 minus 3p is greater than or equal to 25. This one did not require us to solve. All right, and last but not least, which inequality best describes the graph below? I have an open circle on the number 7. Okay, open circle on the number 7, so I know right away I could get rid of the ones that would be closed circles, because these are greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Let's just eliminate those answers. Now you have a better chance. These are all written backwards. Remember, we can't read these symbols this way. This says 7 is greater than x. That's not the nicest, so we want to switch it around. This is one of those cases. Instead of 7 is greater than x, we would have x is less than 7. And on this one, 7 is less than x means that x is greater than 7. And now you can just match your graph up to which way the arrow would be going, and we get option A. So be careful with this. There were a lot of mistakes on this one today, picking the wrong way because they're all written backwards and we were following the arrow. You can't follow the arrow until you've already flip-flopped them. So don't forget X, we want to come first on the left. All right, happy studying.